Hello and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. I'm Malrat28 and I have made a little bit of progress. First thing of note, it's getting kind of dark actually. First thing of note, I have my little farm area over here fenced in. So far I've not really had to worry about monsters, if only because of the fact that I have been sleeping the night away, so that's been pretty good. The downside to this is I have not been getting any more bone meal, so I'm running, I think I have a little bit more than a stack left, and when that's gone, it's gone. So I need to get a mob farm set up pretty soon. The good news is though, it's we're making progress in the way of like basic questing and stuff, so I can actually go ahead and turn a few things in right now. We go ahead and poke our head in here, we see we've got a bunch of stuff made up. I made a bunch of oak drawers and stuff. This is actually for the, let's get back in here. Yes, show quests. It's under the Storage Wars. We have completed the Pretty Storage quest, which will get us more oak drawers. So we're going to go ahead and claim that. It's a lovely sound, which opens up now the fancy upgrades, and it just goes along this route. Not quite sure what you need to do those, but we're not going to worry about it yet because I have a feeling you need iron. In the meantime, though, we do have a good amount of storage for holding stuff, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so this is 32 stacks per drawer. This is 8. I thought that was 16. Oh well, that works still. 4 stacks. It doesn't allow a ton of stuff like, say, barrels do, but you can have multiple items in one spot. It's pretty neat. Pretty tidy. Alright. So also in here, we have a hammer I had made. And with that hammer, let's go ahead and get back to learning to skyblock. We were able to finish this quest right here, hammer time. Basically what it had me do was pound down a block of cobblestone, down to gravel, to sand, and then to dust. I still have the dust, and what it's going to give me right now is 4 sand, 4 gravel, 4 dust, and then I get to choose either clay or a rainmaker. And I did figure out what this rainmaker does. If we go ahead and back out of this real quick, if we go to, I think it's mossy repair. No. There it is. Singing in the Rain has it. The rainmaker is a block that when placed will trigger a rainstorm before vanishing. It is a one use only, use it wisely, there may be explosive consequences. So I'm assuming we don't want to use it while it's raining. That would be bad, but we're not going to use it at all. What we're going to do is for this, we're just going to choose the block of clay. That's of more use to me. Oh, I love that sound. Alright, let's go ahead and put that away for now. So we got that. We're going to back out. Next up is going to be getting iron and stuff, but for that we need to first get a cobble gen. Let's see, we'll go to Singing in the Rain. Need clay. I think we actually have to submit the block of clay, which is going to be painful. Oh, no. Just have to hold it. And now we can either get bones or porcelain clay. We're going for porcelain clay. Now, the reason we did that... Ooh, we have 2 sheep now. I should be able to... Yeah, I can make that into a crucible. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, then we're going to take the cobblestone we have here. So I'll check something out real quick. So it looks like the slab furnace is down below where this is. For the mill, though, I still need more cobble. But what we're going to do, we're going to turn this into slabs. Alright, and then we're going to turn that into a furnace. Well, a slab furnace. Alright, so we now have a slab furnace. We can cook things up finally. We can make charcoal, we can make torches. I need not fear the night anymore. Things are looking up. Alright, so we did that. We now have alternative containers. I can make fired clay buckets. How do you make a clay bucket? Is it, I think it's 3 clay, no, that's a pot. How do you do that? Clay bucket. No, it is. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking. How do you make a pot? Oh yes, the bricks, that's why. That's right. Good news though, we now have clay. Bam. Get up there. Oh, this is fantastic. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and fire that up. Now, this thing is a pretty good low. It's a pretty good thing to have for early on. It is a one-time use item if you use it on lava, but you can use it multiple times on, like, say, water. And it does help to have enough items to actually convert it. Yeah, 2 sticks. Okay. There we go. Fired clay bucket. Now, with this thing, we can actually scoop up water out of the barrel here and move it around if we need to. So, I think excuse me, the first thing we're going to do is actually create a water source over here by these crops. That is probably the most important thing that I could do. I need to make sure that when I do this, I don't accidentally kill myself. Tell you what, I have an idea. This is either going to be on the spectrum of incredibly brilliant or incredibly stupid, and knowing what I do, it's probably a little bit of both. Okay, let's turn this into planks. There we go. And we're going to jump off into the void. I think for the purposes of just in case, we're actually going to go ahead and put all of this stuff inside of the chest here. Alright, so we want to be very careful here. Alright, okay. You get a little bit to the side. I'm a little tiny bit nervous doing this. You know, I think that will actually work. Because I can now put a block off of that. Oh boy. Oh, we made it. We made it. Okay. And the good news is, since this is all half slab bottoms, nothing's going to spawn down here. So it is relatively, and I use that word very loosely, relatively safe. What I want to do, though, is actually come over here and do that. Let's go ahead and put some slabs below the dirt, so if we need to break it, it doesn't actually get lost. So far, so good, though. And it looks like there's bedrock down there. That's a little bit odd. I think there might be something with water flowing into a void that's bad. Okay, so we're good. We're just going to come over here and then swim upstream like the mighty salmon that we are. Maybe get a ladder made. Yeah, that might be useful. Okay, that went better than I had hoped it would. Okay, we need the mattock, we need the bucket. Oh yeah, the mattock. I actually got it upgraded. The level that it got gave it haste. It's pretty neat. It also unlocked a modifier. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put the water here. Fantastic. Okay, this is now going to be hydrated soil. This stuff will actually start growing at a reasonable speed now. Those are weeds. I have a tool to take care of those. There should be a rake right here. And with this, we can actually just like do a little right click right there and destroy the weeds. Absolutely fantastic. Something else that I found out, which is really neat, is that the melon I've been getting here, I can actually hang this on these drying racks and turn it into... Oh wow, that fish took a while. I can actually turn it into the dried fruit. And the dried fruit, from what I've seen, is actually loads better than the melon. And it only takes like 5 seconds. This thing's going to turn and... There we go. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. Oh, we're finally going to have food at a reasonable rate. Alright. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and get our stuff out of here. We'll need to get a little bit of resources. I need to go ahead fire off this crucible. It is going to be our source of... Well, it's going to be our source of fuel. Because once we have this thing, we'll be able to actually start making lava. And once we have lava, we can make a cobble gen. And once we have cobble gen, the world will be our oyster. our stone oyster, but it'll be our oyster. For now, the only way I can actually heat it, though, is by using a torch, which is going to be kind of slow, but you know what? I will take kind of slow over no stone any day. Because the current thing of turning dirt into cobblestone, no, I'm not doing that. Alright. You know, I was just looking for sticks, I didn't see any, but I totally ignored 32 things of birchwood here. Alright, sticks. And torches. Hot diggity daffodil. Alright. Now, for right now, for lava, I believe you need more than one cobblestone to get a bucket of lava. Let's see, is there actually a recipe for this? No. Shaped crafting, facade, shaped, shapeless, smelting, aromatic crafting, redstone, pulve. It doesn't look like there is. Yeah, there's no actual recipe thing to it, but it does take a fairly good amount of stone, which means that for now I am going to need to continue to harvest some leaves and leaf strings, worms. They're all going to be sacrificed on the altar of getting stone for lava. And once I get that first bucket of lava, though, we're going to be in business. I should also be able to repurpose the lava source for the crucible to be used as a cobble gen if everything works out well. Hopefully it works out well. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do now. For now, what we're going to do is come on over here. I need to set up this cobble gen away from wood, or at least I need to space out where it's going to be away from wood, because it will destroy wood. So I do have a pick. Where is it? This thing is made out of pick of tears. I don't know what tearjerker is, so for now I'm not going to use it. And I have this pick of writing. This is paper. This thing's terrible. Yeah, it's a paper pickaxe head, paper binding, Minoan tool rod. Tool rod is great. The head is bad. What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and make a flint pickaxe head for this thing, which would be a very, very nice upgrade to it, if I choose the right machine. Alright, so we have pickaxe head pattern. Let's get you in there. I wonder where that bone meal went. Alright, and now what we're going to do, we should be able to do this in inventory, I think. If we combine the two of these? No, okay. Crafting station it is. Well, tool station. So that's going to make it a flint picks of writing. There we go. And I can actually repair this thing. We're just going to tear up some of this green stained clay so we have a place to build. Whoa. Okay, that's a precipice unto death. Leave that there. Oh, check that out. It just got luck on it. That is awesome. It's like, what, Fortune 1 or just below it? Yeah. Now, if I break this, the water's not going to flow that way anymore, which would be unfortunate. But I could repurpose it for the purposes of the cobble gen, so that's somewhat useful. Is this to the void? It's not. That's awesome. Alright, so what I want to do, it's going to have water coming down like this. It's going to then go here. This needs to be a hole, and then lava goes there. That's to the void. Alright, so breaky breaky. What we are going to go ahead and do, though, is get a... Ooh, I need a stone slab. Yeah, because I can't use wood over that. What I can do, though, is... let's get this. Put you down there. I just want to make sure that whenever we're using this thing that I can't accidentally fall into the void. I don't care if the odd piece of cobblestone does. Alright, so we should be safe. And then whenever we get lava, it's going to be right here, and this will be the cobble creation area. For now, put a torch, and then put down the crucible. There we go. Melting speed is 1. That is fairly slow. Fairly/very. Super duper incredibly slow. We do have 3 cobble and 2 stones though, so that is a little bit to add to the pot. See if this will tell us about how much we're going to have in here. So it'll be about 4 cobblestone will get us about a bucket. Alright. Okay, so I think I have enough lava in here. Yeah, we have 1 bucket's worth. Alright, so the good news for this is we can now go ahead and take this out and get a good cobble gen going. The bad news is this is going to be the end of this bucket. So for now, we're going to leave everything as it is in terms of water, so we should be okay. In a very short while, the acquisition of clay is not going to be an issue, so I'm not too terribly worried about this. But as soon as I put this here, cobble. Alright, so after a short little break there, I have spent my time pounding on my cobble gen here. After about a stack of cobble turned to gravel later, I have 3 things of iron ore dust, a little bit of crushed iron left over, and some powdered iron ore. That's not the good news, though. The good news is I have some quests to turn in. First off, I forgot to turn in the quests over here for the agricraft stuff. First thing up is I made a rake. These things are used to kill weeds without having to break the crops. The problem is I will never remember to have it on my person, so it's a hit or miss whether I use it or not. We get brown mushroom spores, or rather we get the mushroom spores and either mushrooms or a reward bag. I'm going for the reward bag. Alright, and then we also get this thing over here, which is analyzing mutations, since we made both the agricultural journal and the seed analyzer. So that's going to get us podzol and either a reward bag or a trophy. I keep hitting that wrong button. As much as I'm tempted to take the inventory space, I'm going to go for the reward bag. Alright. And I believe that that is what we have done for now. Let's go ahead and check up here. Learning to skyblock. Oh, we got one more. So, since I pounded a block of a thing of iron to gravel to all that stuff, I now get 4 iron dust. Which is fantastic. So that's 7 ingots right there. That is enough for a world interaction upgrade. The only thing holding me back right now is that I need 4 lapis. And I have 1. So that's my current goal, is to get lapis. And as far as I know, the easiest way for lapis is to, let's see, sieve gravel. Sieve, whichever. I don't particularly care that much. Alright, so this episode's getting a little bit long. I want to go ahead and wrap it up. But before I do so, I have a few things I would like to take care of. 1, we now have a mortar and pestle thanks to our cobble gen, so we can go ahead and grab some wheat and flour. Now that we have flour, we can go ahead and claim a reward. We can get a quarter of a heart or a reward bag. I'm going to go ahead and go for the quarter of a heart, just because I am low. Alright. And then we unlocked the Now We're Cooking. We had already made this, so now we get to either do a bone crook or reward bag. That looks like it's an enchanted bone crook, so I'm not sure what it's enchanted with, or the reward bag. Be honest, this is a tough call. Let's go with the bag. Alright. And the next thing up, we're actually going to come on over, let's see. Over here, we have everything to make the cobble gen. Hooray! What I'm going to do, we're just going to go ahead and knock this out. Now, I'm making an assumption here, and the assumption that I'm making is that the storage drawer stuff is not flammable. If this is flammable, this will not last long at all. And it will be a lesson learned. I'm hoping that it's okay, though. If we go ahead and put the transfer node on like that, and put the drawer right here, it's not combusted, so far we're doing good. What I do need to do, however, is actually put this thing in there. Very, very nice. We have an automatic cobble gen. No longer must I slave away manually. I can just let this thing go by itself. It's only going to hold about half of what a barrel does, but it's what we have right now, and it will work quite well. I'm pleased with that. Alright, I want to go ahead and thank you for watching this episode of Agrarian Skies 2. If you have any questions or comments, I would really appreciate if you'd leave a message down in the section below. Oh, please tell me your artichoke. Please tell me. Ah, your seeds. Give me artichokes, please. Yeah, where was I? Oh, yeah. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below, and I will see you next time.